Hey guys, I'm Syama, CEO of Scaling Retail, and today we're talking about the OffPRICE trade show. Now, there are so many different trade shows on the market, and you might be wondering which ones are right for you and how do you best engage with these different types of trade shows. Now, during unprecedented times, we've had to take a look at buying and selling through so many different lenses. And as we look to connect with the right vendors and as we look to connect with the right buyers, we have to ask ourselves, ultimately, what's going to be best for my bottom line? How do I pick and choose the right products and the right partners? And how do I actually connect with them? If you're stuck behind your computer, unable to get out there into the marketplace, and ultimately trying to connect yourself to the best product assortment, well, the OffPRICE show might be an amazing trade show for you. Now, when I started to take a bit of a deeper look into the OffPRICE show, one of the things that I found to be so remarkable was truly the way in which they actually gave retailers an opportunity to buy product now in store. What an amazing opportunity as a retailer to go into market and buy something that is in season that you actually might be able to get a better discount on. Now, that is something that we normally don't really hear about, right? Generally speaking, guys, as retailers, you are out there and you're contacting brands and asking if they have ATS and hoping that maybe they have stock and then maybe negotiating from there and seeing what they can give you in terms of a discount. But to be able to get a group of vendors in a space, digitally or in a room, that are all there for the purpose of giving you discounted prices on products that are in store now is truly something that I think is unprecedented. Now, what types of categories are really important? Well, guys, OffPRICE is not one of those platforms that only focuses on women's ready-to-wear or only focuses on jewelry. In fact, OffPRICE offers a multitude of different kinds of product ranges that are ultimately there to help you possibly create a whole cohesive store from shopping in one space. Now, it might sound like a Disneyland to be able to walk into a trade show floor, buy every single category, and walk out with everything you need for your store. But what do you do if you're not able to walk the floor? How do you actually get exposure to those brands? Well, the OffPRICE 365 is a really innovative platform online that's able to give you a ton of different touch points to be able to interact with those vendors. OffPRICE 365 has been happening for a while, so the notion that this is somehow a new platform is not the case. But because so many more vendors are needing to sign up for this platform, they now have a much more robust offering than I think ever before. So what can you expect if you're a retailer? You can expect categories ranging everything from beauty, wellness, jewelry, women's. And if you're a vendor, what can you expect? Well, you can expect to take those goods that you have sitting in your inventory today that you haven't been able to sell or that might have been canceled purchase orders, and you have the opportunity to actually connect with retailers who want to buy those goods at a discounted rate. Now, what's that discount going to look like? You get to choose. But the historicals of buyers coming back time and time again to be able to purchase from consistent vendors and also from new vendors, I think is one of the most interesting things. You're building a long-term relationship. Ultimately, guys, if you're a vendor, you need to have a good strategy between selling full price, so that's before the season starts, but you also need to have an exit strategy to sell out your goods that are not being sold that season, either through your wholesale partners or not being sold through really efficiently through your e-com channels. So the OffPRICE platform, I think, is really incredible for still being in season. And guys, don't forget, you can still sell some aged goods on there, but retailers prefer the new stuff. But you can actually do a really good job of selling through inventory, being able to keep yourself light and lean, and not having to ask yourself, do I actually need to be able to sell these products on eBay? Should I be selling these products on Etsy? How do I liquidate goods in a way that protects my brand? So OffPRICE, I think, is an amazing platform for the brands. Retailers, this is a no-brainer, right? As we move into shorter buying cycles, as we're finding opportunities where we actually need to be more lean with our inventory management, how else are you going to be able to provide newness for your customers without projecting out an open to buy 6 months in advance? You need shorter windows. You need OffPRICE to be able to supplement those insecure buys and these unprecedented times when you don't know what to expect. Now, Off-Price traditionally happens in Vegas, as do all the other big trade shows, which I think is super fun. Personally, I love being able to walk the shows, meet the vendors, being able to see what kinds of brands are doing what kinds of assortment planning. And it's such a great passion for me and the Scaling Retail team to get to be on the ground. But what happens when you can't be on the ground? Well, you have to bring the ground to you. And what I think is really fascinating to think about as this next level, as we look to buying in new innovative ways, is we start to think about bridging relationships. And when you're not in that capacity to be in person, to give a handshake, to have a cocktail, you need to be able to set the time aside to be able to really build and bridge relationships. We might all be zoomed out when it comes to taking those phone calls on a daily basis, but as you're looking to place your buys and build partnerships, I encourage you to take the time out to have those important conversations. Relationship building is more important now than ever, especially when we're in this digital fatigued space. So guys, this coming buying season and for the foreseeable future, make sure that digital planning and communication is a big part of your vendor relationships and management. Make sure that you're connecting with retailers and creating the time and space for them to get to know you. It doesn't have to be an hour phone call, it can be 15 minutes, but we have to do our best to create human connection as we're looking to develop new product assortments, provide products for customers who are buying, and be able to continue business in a way that is healthy, effective, and ultimately great for the bottom lines across vendors, across retailers, and across consumers. All right, guys, I hope you can see why I think off-price is so timely and so important in today's market. Certainly something that I think has been an uncovered secret for a lot of retailers and brands out there. Please make sure you take a look at the Off-Price website, see if it's a game-changing place where you might be able to liquidate goods or connect with new vendors. And guys, please make sure you send us an email at hello@scalingretail.com if you have any questions about how to best engage with your merchandising strategy, how to best engage with your buying and sales and marketing. In today's day and age, we have to be innovative, disruptive, and strategic. And we're here to help you do that. Thanks so much, guys. Bye.